The semi-auto, one of if not the hardest gun in factions to maintain ammo for, but in this match I managed to do that to the point where I capped out on ammo without buying a single bullet, and still being able to get a decent amount of kills along the way as well. Now how did I do that, you may ask? Stick around and you'll find out.
Watch yourselves. The crew spotted some uniforms around here.
Yeah.
So, first things first, apart from yesterday's live stream, I'm fully aware that I haven't made content on this channel, especially videos, for a very long time. So I'd like to thank all of your people that have stuck with me during this time, and welcome any new people in. And second of all, we're just gonna quickly line up this guy, and then close him down, drop him with one more, and then execute with another. The second thing that I was actually gonna say is, this is also a post-commentary video. It's a different style to how I would do things, so let me know how you think about it. But anyways, charge through here, drop this guy with a couple of Nibel headshots, and then execute with the semi-auto. Because the key thing here is, when I actually pick up the ammo, and also which gun I have out when the person I've downed is executed or bleeds out. This is from the match before this one. I don't actually down this guy, someone else does. But because of that, when I go to execute him with the 9mm, I still get a semi-ammo drop. Now that will lead me to something that I'll explain a little bit later on, but right now, right to my left, there's going to be a floor auto that's going to be trying to light me up like a Christmas tree. I'll heal because this guy isn't quite aggressive enough, and then obviously I make him pay for letting me live. Now that tax on me as well, so I've got to heal up another time, and I'm kind of just waiting for my moment at this point, and then that bomb hits him enough to where one headshot will drop him in one, and then obviously the guy that I marked earlier, I'm going to chase after him now, but as soon as I get there, a Molotov comes in, so instead of that, I'll just revive this guy to get myself a few extra parts. Mind you, that's obviously only to upgrade the semi-auto, because in this self-imposed challenge of ours, we're not going to be buying any ammo for that gun specifically. Now what I was alluding to earlier was this: if you down someone, then whether you execute them or they bleed out naturally, you'll get the ammo for the gun that you have out at that point. And if you steal someone else's execution, then whichever gun you execute with, you won't get ammo for, it'll be the other gun instead. And if someone steals your execution, then the gun you down them with, that's what you get the ammo for. But anyways, back to the action. So, we're just going to help this guy out with this smoke. It's kind of a misplay because we don't chase up, even though the smoke does connect, because I do think there's too many people in there. And also we get shot at by this auto. So luckily, I've left this box alone beforehand. So we're just going to shoot to get another bullet from the box, and open it up and heal up that way. And also we see this guy slide in, and luckily he's not quite at full health, so a headshot takes him down and the tack does the rest. And similarly, this guy's not at full health, so I need 2 bullets, but I only have 1 left, so I'll switch another gun, drop this guy with a nice easy headshot, and finish him off with another one with a semi to make sure I get bullets back for that gun. Now with the bullet thing earlier as well, I didn't realise it at the time, but I had my 9mm out. So I thought I was actually going to get 9mm bullets from this guy's body, but when I do eventually, whenever I walk through it, because I think, oh yeah, I'm going to get 9mm bullets. Nope, I get semi-auto bullets. So obviously I use those, and I accidentally run over the ammo drop because I didn't want to get the ammo yet anyway. So I thought, you know what, let's just use the ammo on this guy that just spawned. I mean, it is unfortunate for him the way he spawned right in my eye, but the game's a game. And also, this tactic plays in front of me, but you know what? I just say, sit down mate, and get in the bin. And the funny thing is, he left the game for good measure. So obviously I'm running around giving it the big one, and then there's this guy just to put me back on my level. And then he gets lit up by an assault rifle anyway. But anyway, this video might look like I'm playing kind of weird or I'm trying to show off or do a meme like, oh, I've got scavenger too, let me just not pick up any bullets that I get off the ground. But here's the thing, I've been using this semi, as I use it right now just to deal with that guy that tried to Molotov me. I've been using the gun, like specifically. And it's not like I've just been using my other gun and then switching to it to execute to farm the ammo. Like I've been using it like just right there. And the point is, like, obviously my teammates have been decent enough this match. Like, for example, they got that guy down to where I could just take him down with 1 shot. But what if my teammates weren't alright? What if I was in a combat situation? Because obviously in that, you're obviously thinking what to spend your parts on. Like, do I need to fill up my main guns? Do I want to buy armor? Do I want to fill up a pistol if I have one? And so forth. But what happens early on in the match dictates how many parts you have to spend in that situation anyway. Like, let's take for example, you've bought armor and then you get downed in 1 hit by a Molotov. Like, let's be real, it happens. Or you're low on ammo, then you buy ammo for a gunfight that you end up losing without getting it down anyway. Like, those parts will just be burned up in the air, like I just burned up with this guy. And then obviously this one's coming in, so I'm not sure I'll be able to take him down with the 2 bullets I have in my semi, so I light him up with the 9mm and then execute him for good measure. And then luckily this guy, who was on me, his attention turns to the other guy who ends up planting the Molotov at his feet. But anyway, how well you do in the early game generally translates to how well you do in endgame. Right, that shouldn't come news to anybody, that's obvious. But the point I'm trying to stress is it goes deeper than that. Like, it's all well and good like getting a load of parts early game, but it's what you do with them, that's what matters. I mean, even though things like right now, obviously, I'm hurt, but I'm fully confident that the area around these boxes is safe. So I'm getting health kits on the boxes, so the ones on the map won't touch, so they'll always be there when I need them. Anyway, for example, let's say at this point in the match that I have had 4,000 parts in total, but I've been using them, buying ammo on gunfights that I couldn't win, or armor in situations where it wouldn't matter. Let's say I've been getting sticked or shivved or something. Now, someone else that had half the amount of parts but was smarter in using them would just be prepared as I was. Speaking of prepared, don't know why I came in here without healing, but thankfully I did get shot. I did take that guy's helmet down for a bit, so he's a little bit lucky. But this guy with the Molotov, not so lucky. Now, naturally that guy would have bought armor because he was coming close to sudden death, which is perfectly fine. I'm just saying that if he was rasher with his choices in the early game and what to spend his parts on, then when it came to now, he wouldn't have had the chance to buy the armor in the first place. Now obviously I do see this guy, but right now, about now, it's time to start running around the map and collecting my bullets. So I'm just going to let that guy be. But I'll take this time to stress that I'm not saying, oh, don't buy ammo early game, don't buy armor early game, because obviously it's a difference maker and they can be effective when used right. It's that used right part. That's the point I'm really trying to stress here. And the perfect case in point is, in this little run that I've had from when my gun was empty, it'll be capped at the end of this, the amount of parts the ammo is worth on the ground, and this is with me having collector on this whole match and having 15 downs and everything, it's worth more than half of what I got this whole match. But anyway, here's me celebrating hitting the ammo cap. I just go into town with this last guy, because I can. But anyways, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments as well as this whole post-commentary style. But one more thing, it's good to be back.